A man who returned from Delhi recently has been tested positive for COVID-19 in Sikkim, taking the total number of positive cases to 2. However, the patient's 2 direct contacts have tested negative. Sikkim now has 2 COVID-19 cases and both are asymptomatic and are undergoing treatment at the STNM hospital in Sochaygang. While in Northeast India, Assam has reported the highest number of confirmed coronavirus cases, followed by Tripura. Here's a report. In Sikkim, the second case of coronavirus have been reported on the 3rd June when a 56-year-old male returning from Delhi tested positive for COVID-19. The person went to see on May 5 and was kept at a quarantine center in Mining, 40 kilometers from state capital Gangtok. Dr. Pemba T. Bhutia, Sikkim's Secretary Health and Family Welfare, informed that the patient is asymptomatic with mild cough and his sons and daughters living in the same room of the quarantine centers have tested negative.
Patient came in the train on the day when around 856 people they came back by train to NJP, and he was put into facility quarantine, and with him his daughter and nephew had travelled together, and all 3 of them were put in one room in that facility quarantine. And as in the normal process of testing after the 5 days, we have done the testing, and in that we have taken samples of all those people who were travelled on the same day and who were put in that mines in geology facility quarantine. The roommates, his nephew and daughter, they were negative, and the rest others also were tested together were all negative.
Meanwhile, the patient's son and daughter have since then been moved to separate isolation wards. The man tested positive after 11 days of arriving in state and was shifted to STNM hospital for further treatment on the night of June 2nd. He tested positive after his samples were sent for RT-PCR testing in the newly set up viral laboratory in Sikkim. As of now, Sikkim has 2 active cases of COVID-19 and both are asymptomatic, and both the patients are undergoing treatment at STNM hospital in Sochaygang, East Sikkim, informed health official.
This person, he was in facility quarantine. That means he was not symptomatic. He was all right. He was as normal people only. Only that in the testing we found it positive. Then immediately we arranged for the shifting of the patient from Rampur to STNM hospital. And he is 54 years old, male. And then we shifted him to STNM hospital. And he is absolutely fine right now. He doesn't have any symptoms.
Sikkim reported its first COVID-19 cases on May 24, 2020 after a 25-year-old youth from South Sikkim was tested positive for the deadly virus. He was also a returnee from Delhi and was being kept at a quarantine center in the Ravangla in South Sikkim. In Northeast India, Assam has the highest number of confirmed coronavirus cases, followed by Tripura. As of June 3rd, India has crossed 2 lakh marks in terms of coronavirus positives. The country currently has 2,07,615 confirmed COVID-19 cases, 1,01,497 active cases with 1,03,303 cured and discharged. The total number of deaths is at 5,815. India now has ranked 7th worldwide. So far, USA has the highest number of COVID-19 cases at 18,81,205 cases. With Deepa Guru, Gangtok.